I've been having an absolute blast with Vanessa's new items this season, and I intend to keep doing so today. Maybe we even get one right here, and no. But I'm seeing Revolver could be pretty sick. Flaming or fiery on that bayonet could be kind of sick too, but this is good. I mean, hour one, day one, you just get income. I feel like you're going to have to take that just because it's going to stack up throughout the days. You might be able to find some more income somewhere else. And another weapon in the Fang would be kind of nice for Vanessa here because she's so good with weapon spam. Maybe even another Bloodhound type of run I wouldn't be opposed to. Because if we get a nice Julian, even if we want to do single weapon and revolver, we could do that. Because, like I said, with any kind of damage scaling on an obsidian weapon, especially one that's 4 seconds, so it's pretty darn quick, we like that. Like, that can just go sicko with it. If this doesn't crit, it's not going to kill this guy. Okay, I was going to say, we'll have to wait for the sandstorm a couple seconds, but either way, it goes ahead and knocks him out. Very nice there. It's the only thing, it can only reload itself if it hits crits, right? But, I mean, anything can crit and reload it, to be fair. Just a pelt on port. I'd really like to have gotten that Fang, but it's okay. I don't even hate the idea of Curio, because I don't have any food, toys, or friends for the tiny furry monster anyways. And we can get a Fang from here. And then I can just start shoving damage into this stuff, which I don't hate the idea of. Anything I can get here just to put damage into this revolver, I think is a really good idea. I'll even roll here just in case. I like these two items, so if we can find something that can slow, we can immediately get it at a higher slow duration. I might just go ahead and do that. Yeah, you sell each left most slow item, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't this one... You just slow. You slow too and deal damage. Actually, we could keep that and put it on the board until we get a slow item. And then sell it into that, get the extra slow duration. And we'll just put this on the rightmost. And strength is obviously really good, but 20 damage turned to 40 damage because on an obsidian weapon is too good to really pass up there. And actually, we'll take a poison item just because poison early can be very, very good. Especially right now where I feel like there's quite a bit of shielding going on, but not as much healing items. Dooley is someone that can do both. He probably has like, okay, see? So he has shielding and burn and then some charge. So a little scary there, straight damage too, but I feel like as long as we get some crits, yeah, like that, we can half hit him, just one crit from the revolver. So we get some nice slows out there too, so we'll be completely fine. But I think early poison, and even later poison is still fine, but especially early poison right now in the Bazaar seems to be super strong because there's a lot of shielding going around, especially as people are playing the new packs on Vanessa, especially. She has like wetware, right? New item, and it shields. That's the whole thing. It scales off your damage or your weapons just going off, and then it shields. Cool. What is revolver? I'm gonna look this up really quick. How much more damage do you get? 8, which would actually be 16, which isn't bad, but you only get one B1, B2 per run. Now, since they nerfed it. So I don't really want to shove our B1, B2 and just do a random revolver. Like, I feel like, yeah, we could do better, because now... Actually, I'm going to put that in, I think. We'll go from there. If we find B1, B2 again, which we still can now, I can just put it on Julian, immediately get him to silver. And a dinosaur. Dinosaurs, tools, or relics. You are a tool. You're not... It's only one tool right now, but still could be something. And I definitely will look for a cloak here. That'd be pretty sick. And even if we just get sharpening stone or even possibly grindstone, this can do 10 to this thing on the right side. Well, if this does 8 on the left side, we could really buff the heck out of this thing. But it would be really easy to take it with a cloak to single weapon, especially since we already have a Julian. And we could start getting him stronger. Just a vault is fine. I mean, you can sell that for some goo. Some medium items I definitely want, but a free haste item, okay, that can definitely be useful. This could just be the revolver or a different item like that could be useful. At the very least, we have Julian, so any money we can get, we like, because we can just put that straight into Julian. And I wouldn't even say no to running Julian on the board today. And I'm really going to sell anything into damage here. We'll go ahead and spit these out for a second. I'm going to just do this. The question is if I want to roll down any farther. I'm probably going to put this here. I still don't have anything to slow this into for slow, but I could sell it just into Julian, and we could use Julian today, which I am open to. I will roll here just because we could find a cloak or a knee brace, which I will take. Chimeric egg is really good for Julian too, actually. I'm gonna sell... Okay, I need 4. Let's get rid of that, even though I like the poison. Get you on board. Get Chimeric egg. I would like that extra damage too. But... yeah, honestly... I'm gonna sell you, because I'm gonna put Julian on board, and then that lets me buy the old sword here, and put that last thing into the revolver. 56 base, 96 when it has the right-handed buff, and then of course we can... I'm going to try to haste the Julian and the Honing Steel here with the Zorkid, although we don't have any other burning and stuff, so it's not that great. Chimeric Egg literally doesn't do anything on board. I'm just going to get rid of it. And then we can hopefully get a B1, B2 tomorrow and put that on Julian, get him to silver, so we can start scaling a little quicker. We got a little bit of money in him, so he'll do something, especially with an Obsidian weapon. 27 gets doubled, right? So that's the thing you're looking for with Julian, is Obsidian weapons, especially because it's going to be that double scaling. So even when he's not that thick yet, he matters still a lot. Because he goes up right there. Boom, load it for 182. If we can get a nice crit on this revolver, we'll be sitting pretty. Which is something we do need to look for here. Yep, there's the big crit. Perfect. Okay. Vanessa is so much about early momentum. So we got to keep just building that up. How easy would that be to do? Well, it'd be easiest if we can get Julian to silver. Honestly, if this Honing Steel is going to stay on the board for a little bit, I don't even mind it. Something that we could use to burn to get Zorkid going a little faster, so we could keep this getting hasted, I would like. That could even be a dive weights, if we could find one. I don't know if that's like the worst in the world. When you use another ammo item, charge this. Yeah, I mean, that could go sick. I'd rather just not spend here, though, and just move on. Like we were saying, Chimeric Egg is going to keep getting value at the beginning of each day. We're going to wait, hopefully, until that's diamond tier at best case scenario. Sometimes you just kind of have to spend on it, and you're fine with that, because you can just throw it out and get a bunch of money into Julian. But at the very least, we want to try to get a good amount of money out of it, you know? We don't just want to dump that now, and it's like, oh, $5, cool. Because you can get a pretty good friend out of it, too. You never know. And it's an enchanted friend, so... we'll keep that in our back pocket and see when we want to go ahead and use that. Okay, I'm just taking a drink really quick. There we go. I mean, even just 220 base on a weapon, even when it's not critting, is great. Now, we don't have any new Vanessa stuff, which isn't always going to happen, but still easily could, especially with the weapon shop here. And this is actually something that I was wanting to find. I don't necessarily want to run it with a Julian build. And we need to find some haste or slow to get it buffed up. We're going to go ahead and shove Julian in here. I could do the knee brace. We can get 200 health each day. We've already passed 2 days, and I really don't even like running knee brace past like day 5, if I can help it, because usually I want to fill my whole board out by then. But it's all right. Aquatics is where we could definitely find some more haste type stuff, but it's, if you don't know this item yet, haste or slow 10 times, that unlocks its quest. Once you do that, it's going to scale off of either that haste or slow, whichever one you unlock that quest with. So right now, we're heading towards doing that with Zorkid. And actually, this does burn every now and again, so that'll charge up our Zorkid a little bit. So this would be a good combo right here, where Zorkid can keep hasting a lot, we get a few more burn items, and they can charge this guy up. So I don't even dislike that. And in fact, even keeping it like a wide weapon board, like, because you'll go off board, you'll go off board, you'll probably go off board. We could get rid of this, but if we can run like a Julian with the Obsidian Revolver for a long time, and this sword would be really good. So I like that. The only thing I don't love is that it only hits the Zorkid. So right now, I'm not going to worry about that too much. A dive weights here is really the only reason I'm rolling. But I don't dislike this for charging up the Zorkid, because that haste has been really good. Because you gotta remember, this will still put 40 damage on top of this thing, which at a 5-second weapon is still not that bad. The only thing is I'm not willing to take the Fang off the board or this, but I am willing to take the Honing Steel off. When I said this, I meant the knee brace. And I will I'm just thinking. Because it's either I put the Vince out there so he has something else to charge up this Orchid, or I just keep the Honing Steel. I think the Honing Steel is probably better, even with an empty slot, but that's what I'm going to run. Yeah, that's what I'm going to run. And we'll see how it goes. This guy's on 0 wins, so hopefully he's just not doing well enough and hasn't recovered yet. But on day 3, it's entirely possible that, yeah, I mean, he has a lot of spam going off Shovel Shark Claws. I should be careful hovering anything, because right now there's a glitch where if you hover stuff, it can just get like stuck on your screen during a fight, so just be careful with that. It's a nice crit. We need Julian to go off here for this next hit, hopefully. Not quite, but Julian goes off there, and then we're screwed, I think. Oh, no, okay, oh my god. We're getting close there. I guess a little farther than it really was, because I still had basically 100 health, but that's because we've been doing pretty good with the knee brace. Getting a little bit extra health on there, which I'm fine to take off the board after this, after that fight right there, to be honest. If I do, we could just put the Vince in, which at the very least, in this next PvE fight is what we're going to do. And you can see this already has 4 out of 10 on the haste. So now's when we really want to start diving into this haste and seeing how much haste we can get out there as quickly as possible, which we're going to do faster with more burns. And could do really fast with some dive weights. Only because dive weights or shot glasses could be insane for this is why I'm going to roll. And then we can find none of them, which you didn't think about that, did you? We could get Pop Staffers too to help charge the Zorkid, which maybe I should have done for this PvE fight, but I think that's fine. We'll just try to take this. It'll be a little bit of a longer fight, so hopefully we can haste 6 more times with the Zorkid as we beat this guy up a little bit, and then we can unlock the scaling for our Cauterizing Blade. Just a very cool item. I will say it's a little tough, even with its scaling. Wow, okay. I thought that would take a little bit longer, but that was like a crazy crit, and then he just fell apart, because we're only at 4 still. No, we're at like 6, right? Because, yeah, 8. It doesn't show. It doesn't update until you click that next button. I do like Curio if we're still just... We could get some rocket boots. Yep. Haha. Interesting. Let me think about this, because let's put the extra second of haste on you. I upgrade that. I could take Fang off, but I like when Julian goes off and this is a 3-second, 72 damage weapon. That's been nice for us. I would be fine taking that off to put upgraded knee brace on the board for this next fight. I really would. And then we can just haste this itself. But I might rather haste this so we can get a little haste loop going, get more haste, because this is going to unlock its scaling middle of the next fight. So we do want to get that going. That Cinders will be better on Volcanic Vents, but I don't intend to fully keep Volcanic Vents. Put the crit on that for now, because that is a big part of our damage, is getting a little lucky with that. And I'm going to save a little money from there and see what we got next. 5 or fewer items in play, your weapons have more damage. Not quite what we want. Poison goes to freeze, not quite what we want. Haste gets crit chance. If this is going to scale off haste, then yeah, that's actually really good for us. And this is why I saved our money. We don't have a star chart or an astrolabe, so we can't get any extra XP and gold at the docks. Burn item would actually be pretty sick. Or just small items in general, so I could try to get this Orchid upgraded. But let's hit Furnace. Mantis Shrimp is not the one we want. And in fact, it's probably not what we're going to want to run. The thing is, if you scale this with slow, then it can go really well with Mantis Shrimp. But even if you don't, it's still kind of fine. It's because you can still get shot classes, right? Shot classes scales Mantis Shrimp really well. This guy is... he's probably going to beat us up. He's got a lot of extra health even on top of us. 5. There we go. We just unlocked this, by the way, so you can see now when we haste here, it's going to actually scale it up. I wish I could get it to go off again. I didn't crit there, and that's going to make us lose. Darn! That's the thing with an item like this. It's about luck when you don't have that crit up. That really sucks. But you can see we unlocked the quest here. Well, you can't see it yet, but you'll see it in a second. Why did that show an upgrade? Why is that showing like I can upgrade the revolver was for a second? Do you think there's a revolver in this shop and it was like glitching out? I'm gonna click it because I'm interested. No. I wanted to check though. Okay, but you can see here, when you haste, this gains 10 damage and 2 remember the fight, so now we can actually scale this. Very good stuff there. And... okay. I'm trying to think about this exactly. You are haste or slow. We could scale you with everything else. I don't really want to waste my money on that. I really need dive weights, shot glasses, which is the perfect guy for that. Is 2 small items, and neither of them are the one that I need. Come on, pal. That being said, I will take a cannonball for if we do find shot glasses or dive weights. Perfect. Yeah, I get it. It's a high value item. See, this is where it's like, do I just sell chimeric? I need 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead, do that. I want the chimeric to keep getting stronger if I can. Put that in. Go like that. You're not aquatic. I kind of want to put... yeah, more ammo on you. We're not slowing for you. I could get you... let's just sell so I can put this thing to silver. Just in case we get shot glasses later. The combo of shot glasses with dive weights on board with this and mantis can go crazy. And these are already gold, which is just amazing. So we're going to haste straight into these. Get a bunch of haste out of them. I want to go Gorgon Noble for the extra gold. I really want to check... I want Sabretooth's skill is the thing. Or even his Diamond Fang. Or his Shiny Fang, excuse me. Diamond Fangs is the skill. Shiny Fangs is the item. Either of them would have been nice, and honestly his pelts are nice too. Like, you go here mostly because you want Petrifying Gaze, or you want the ticket, or you want this for cooldowns, which I would like the cooldowns. 2% across the board would be nice. Oh, I thought I did a big crit with my Zorkid. That's pretty funny. And you can see, actually, we're getting more crit chance now because we have static acceleration going with those dive weights. So that's nice. Now, we don't even need Julian. I would like that because I'm trying to get to 4 here at least before it gets much later in this run. Silver item in general could be the Cauterizing Blade or Julian. Or that, which we can sell. There's my B1, B2. Which, at this point, I do care about. I do want it on the Zorkid. I wish I had got those rocket boots on the dive weights now, but at least they're golds. They are doing 2 seconds. Now, none of you are coming in. You do have haste on you, but not very much. Nothing here that I'm willing to take off the board to really care about that. Unless we took Mantis Shrimp off, just so we could have you in there for an extra haste proc, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Because, I mean, we're truly not slowing. The thing is, Julian goes off right when this goes off, so it does hit for over 100. When it does go off, we're not poisoning, so we can't get use out of that. Maybe I do just throw you in. A little bit of regen, too, a little bit of poison. I mean, I don't expect that to be the difference maker, but it's entirely possible. Okay, this looks weird. Why are we both swinging the same way?
I'm a bit of a legend on
I kind of respect it. And of course, Wide Weapon Vanessa. Does he have a hoverboard, perhaps? Long John, and Katana, and Uzi, and Shuriken, Science 5. He's got a nice board. Thing is, our board just takes a while to go off, and it's like, okay, there's our haste, there's our big scaling. Julian goes off, and there's a big slap from our sword, and the burns go crazy. We combine with the damage from other weapons, and then the burn takes him out. So for now, that's good. I want Bloodhound. Just I'll put that out there if we can get it. It's a lucky perk to get, of course, skill, but I would love to get it. Chocolate is good. I would love to get some more health, but at the same time, we need haste, right? So let's look for any kind of haste we can get. This is not what we're looking for. Not that it would even be bad in total. Like, we could make that happen, but I don't think it's too prime for us right now. I'd even consider Salt Claw over Fang if we're not going to do Julian. Or I guess Salt Claw on the board instead of Julian. I kind of want to hold that, which is expensive to do and then roll. We have some other items we can sell. Now, here's shouting a little crazy. Hold you for a second. Jellyfish is really good. Am I really going to get rid of Julian? I kind of think I might. Now, this just says when you haste, this gains damage and burn. If you put a jellyfish out there when you use an adjacent aquatic item, it gains haste. So if you put it next to a dive weights, this is a times 14, right? Because it's times 7 and then times 7. And then whatever's happening on this side of it too. So we do it like that. We can get so much extra haste coming out of this jellyfish that goes straight into the sword, and can also go into this Saltclaw, who's already at gold, so he's also going to scale pretty darn well. The thing is, we're not getting scaling on this anymore, which does suck there, but we can put this guy over here and get the immediate damage on him. Yeah. Let's, yep, there we go. Run it like that for a second here, and we will look at weapons, just because something like that, we can upgrade the revolver. If we're going to have it on board for the current second, sure, I'll upgrade it, it's fine. Even if it still hits its little crits here and there, it's still like 100 and, what, 18 damage or whatever, like, it's good. Yeah, I'm fine there for now. Dire Mosquito, I wouldn't mind just doing that. When you slow haste weapon 1 second, we're not slowing right now, obviously. But like I keep saying, I really want those shot glasses. I also really want to get this thing to gold because, like you can see, it's scaling pretty good, right? Especially when it crits right there. That was hot. This crit too, I believe. It can go crazy. But
see that plank? Walk it.
If we can get shot glasses and get it to gold, it would scale at just an insane rate, which I really want to look. Oh my god, well, this is not something I think I can beat at all, but with the new XP system, we're almost guaranteed to at least get some kind of XP out of him, unless I can't go off before he can just kill me, but I think I can definitely get some good shots in there at least. Honestly, having my sword get frozen was not that bad, because that means it didn't go off until I already had my dive weights going off, so I got some good scaling on it. Fortunately, I can't get it off again. I actually did, which means we got that one more tick of XP there and that gold. So we got 4 gold off that, 3 XP. Still completely worth it. We won't get any loot, which is the unfortunate part, but there we go. Let's just level up and we won't even think about it too much. Not bad. No. No. A little bit of money we can roll here. Supply crate, even though we're already through some days, is just so darn good, and I love that too, but supply crate is great.
I'm proud of you.
Used to be get 2 loot items, now it's just 1. I could get another fight as much as I need my items leveled up. Yeah. So the only unfortunate part about doing this is we're not really getting like any crazy big scaling on the day here, which makes the next fight a little sussy, right? We don't love that. But simultaneously, if we can just get closer to leveling, get as close to leveling as we can, then on future days, then we can start getting some crazy power spikes. I wish we had 1 more XP. If we actually beat that Lich there, oh, it would have been sick. Slow 3 items. Huh. I do like the cannonball. 2 max on this is great right now. I mean, you're not like the craziest thing in the world. This is just more scaling for Saltclaw, just 3 more, just 30 more damage. It's something. Hip thruster, dude, me when I meet up with your mom? Yeah, okay. Alright. This guy's not doing that well. He has a lot of burn. You think he's a Cauterizing blade as well, doesn't he? No, it's a cannon, okay. Doing Mantis Shrimp technology. I see why he's been losing a little bit, even with the shiny lighter. Gonna get a big hit here and then get some burn on him, and then we can just start taking him down. Hopefully, he can take him down. He's actually doing all right. Our board's a little slow, anyways. I mean, the haste going out is very nice. The amount of damage we can do is nice. We really need to get this to gold ASAP, and then we need to probably fill these 2 spots because we don't need this to be a fang. We don't need this to be a revolver. I like ammo skills. I like weapon skills more, I think. Anything we can get for, like, charging. Cricket's not bad. 20 across the board. We have so many items. That could be fine too. But if you think about it, I take 2 more items out. You know, it goes down to 8%. And that's not that great. Especially because I'm only planning to have like maybe these 3 items at the end of it. So really not that is that awesome. I don't really want to roll that, but it's the end of the day. We'll get our income. We have some other stuff we can sell. Of course. We'll still buy this, because if we do get shot glasses, then even though we didn't go the slowing route on this weapon, we could still get damage increase from slowing, right? So that would be pretty sick. We actually are on a run where a Sea Dog Saloon is feasible and really good for us. So there it is, and we will indulge ourselves into that. This is a friend. We'll keep him for a second. You go away. And then we'll figure out exactly what we want this board to look like. For one, you want your Zork touching your Sea Dogs, because then it perma-hastes it. Well, at least as long as it's going off, it's hasting this, right? Good. But we do want more friends on the board. Now that we're slowing, ×5, we actually can scale our Mantis Shrimp too, which is another big smack. And this double scales Salt Claw, right? So that's very good too, as well as the fact that we just got this. So now, as this thing slows, it's going to scale this guy, double scale this guy, and scale this guy. So that's very good for us. I even do enjoy Salamander. Now, first of all, I'm going to do something. I'm going to go like this, and we'll actually fine with somebody else to have right-handed. Like if you want it, that's cool. It's not that big of a deal anymore. It's only 20 damage. Yeah. That's what we want. We want this getting as many multi-procs as possible, ×5, ×7. So that's 10 just from these two. And then again, that's 14 from these two. So across the board, this is so much haste. We're going to get a lot of value from that. So that's what we're going to look at there. I want health at this point, honestly, because now our board is quite pretty. But as pretty as it is, and as pretty as you are, you're looking good today, let me just say. We still need to get as much health as possible so we can just survive to get the items off. If we can't get the items scaled, because that's the problem with a board like this, you need to get it scaled. So like freezing right there, you can see how disastrous freezing is for us. But we can't get our items off like that. Look at the scaling on these things. Beautiful. And even Salt Claw there is about to do 500. Especially when he crits. Because remember, static acceleration. So everybody is at 39% crit chance there. Beautiful. That's the next thing we need to do, is get a bunch of crit chance and then try to get skills that can charge us as well, so we can charge our items. Well, hey, we know we can beat this guy, so that's perfect. That'll give us another level. Like we said yesterday when we got all those fights with all that XP, we want as many fights as we can just blast out on these days so we can try to get to 10 as quick as possible, because we have a lot of different angles here for really good enchants. Like even the Obsidian enchant could go fine just on Salt Claw. It can go great on the Cauterizing Blade. It can go great on the Mantis Shrimp. So any of these could be great with that. If we get Restorative, it's awesome on Sea Dogs. It could be also awesome on Dive Weights. So Fiery actually would be great on Sea Dogs or Dive Weights, because it would charge the heck out of the Zork. It's even more haste procs. Stuff like that is what we're looking for, but we need to get to 10 first. And by getting to 9 on day 7, we have a great jump at that. Silver tier weapon could be any of the weapons that we have as silver tier. It's not. It's actually Shark Ray, which is also amazing. And if I didn't want to do this item, I'd probably pivot to that, because this is 20 per haste at 7 seconds. This is 10, but also has burn on it, so I like that instead. And Shark Ray is more of a big damage, like these guys. Really more like this, where it's a longer cooldown, and it's just a huge smack of damage. Darn, I really want another fight there. That's actually great too. That's actually great too, and we could actually do that instead of the blade, because it's when you crit, you raise the burn amount on this, but at the same time, with how much we're raising burn one out on this, we don't really need that. But I will hold it for a second, mostly because that makes us have a lot of money in the bag tomorrow, and we already have 24 in the bank. So going into the next day, we're looking quite economically sound, which makes me happy because we can go in. What is that skill? Level half health each fight. This also scares me, by the way. Dinosaurs, we need to get going off the ground faster, which we're not doing right now. Luckily, we're going to get some scaling out there, and then we'll see what they destroy. Okay, we got our hits off before they destroyed anything, and then they killed our Mantis Shrimp. Oh my god. I thought I died for a second, then I looked at my health bar and I was over half still, and then I looked at him because he had a shield, and I was like, you can't die with a shield. But he did. Have y'all noticed that's been happening lately? Like, has it been happening to you? Because it's been happening in my fights where I've seen that a lot. Somebody makes a shield and it goes off, but it just doesn't take the damage. They just die. And I'm like, oof, that's rough, buddy. Like,
If you have to ask the
it peed me off it happened to me. Oh my god, yeah.
tell everyone you
Haste
got it
masters
here.
enter the building. I do love catfish, especially with this much haste going around, but we want this for its haste procs to make, like, these two go crazy bones with it. We could put him in instead of Zorkid, but if I can get burning on something, I'd rather have Zorkid.
Fire's
But I will
remorse
put it in the
never
bag for a
be
second
remorseless.
little bro. Peskiest to Pete's is not even that bad, honestly, but we're being chilling on it. Hey, why are you sure you have one ammo in you? How about you stop doing that and knock it off while you're at it? I have a few non-weapon things here that could be really good. Pufferfish is awesome, but we're going for more straight damage and burn, so we don't really want Puffer, especially because it's another medium item. Julian, you're never going to be that guy, pal. I'm sorry to tell you. Ooh, that is perfect from supply crate there. We love that. Okay. We're going to hit 10 on this day. So the question becomes, what enchant are we going to get? It's time to figure that out. This guy is not that scary. I guess I get off to kind of a slow start, so maybe he could get there a little bit, but I think I should be able to ramp up enough that I can beat the crumbs out of his pants. So, I mean, all those weapons, boom, 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 with those 3 hit, and that one hits again. Burn stacks up. I really want to get this to gold. That's one thing I've noticed is, as I've tried to get runs with this, it just seems so hard to get the item. Like, I can never find it. You slow each fight, charge 1 burn item. Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. So this little D goes off once, slows 5 times, and oh my god. Okay. Well, hold on a second. Sea Dogs. Icy, freeze 1 item for 1 second. Okay. And dive weights. Freeze 1 small item for 1 second. Yeah, I think I'll be doing... What is cauterizing, though? Let me just check. Freeze 1 item for 1 second. Okay. So let's do the thing that casts ×5 and can freeze items of any size. This is the second time I've been playing since the beta season that I've seen that item out of all my times playing, or that node right there. The enchant something with freezing. Second time I've ever seen it. 3% is nice. 2% across the board is honestly what I'd rather have. We'll do that. That is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Got some good money here. I love just basic items. Could be anything, but this could be more XP. Which apparently we were just XP maxing like crazy, which is good. But like this guy, he's been doing well. Which kind of scares me, even with freeze on the board, which, by the way, now we can try to find some good freeze skills, perhaps? Could be pretty sick. Kind of wish I had Snowstorm from earlier. Would have been an amazing one. He has Overheal, Haste at the beginning here. He's mostly shielding, so he is going to scale that ladle. Oh my god. Why is that ladle scaling so much? He's actually kind of scary at those heals, but I feel like once I hit here, I should hit him pretty hard, right? Yeah, another Cauterizing Blade, that burn. Oh my god, old Slowclaw, you old little snake boy. That was amazing. Critting for Papa with it? I like that. That was insane, by the way. I just froze him 13 times. Get a taste of your own medicine, buddy. I never use freeze. The only time I've ever froze, like actually done real freeze builds, is when I use Elemental Depth Charge and like Yeti crap. But I'm not doing that for the freezing, I'm doing it for the scaling. But this is a different beast.
I can forge some for you.
I mean, let's be honest. Okay, that's awesome. I do want that on Sea Dogs. We need Sea Dogs to go off quicker. So do we with you, but Sea Dogs especially. Y'all aren't coming in. I'm just gonna sell you. Simplify the board here a little bit. And great item too. I was looking to see if we can get any shield stuff that was enchanted. That we could get like a shielded Cauterizing Blade. Would have been kind of sick. I like crit skills, but I want skills in general, maybe with some cooldown.
So I'll help you.
This is nice. One of your weapons gains haste. It's already hasted. It gains 5 damage to the fight. Use an aquatic item each fight. Haste 2. Let's take that. The more damage I can just stack on these little numbskulls, the better. I will actually look for non-weapons, even though getting more health there would be really good. Okay. So the problem with shot glasses now is they're not a friend, and I would go down to ×4 if I took out one of my friends. And I would rather have dive weights than shot glasses because of how much it works with the jellyfish and just this whole combo here with the amount of haste it's doing. And then whatever slows I get for the mantis shrimp are just kind of incidental. I will hold it, that being said, because things might change in the future. But for now, it's not the big thing I'm looking for. Speaking of big, this guy has big ego still, right? Yep. We can get big ego, we can have our weapons just get lifesteal. That would be really sick. So we're gonna look for that. Those other fights, especially like the Lich with how much XP we could get from that, would be good. He also kind of scares me. This I know guaranteed we can kill him and have a chance at an amazing skill. He just has a huge amount of items, so the chances of getting his skill to drop are very low. But if you do, oh my god, I got so excited for a second. I'll take that. We have so many weapons, why not? That would have been so juiced. I really want a health max, but at the same time, I gotta get my items leveled up, so we have to look for items. Come on, just give me something here. I can't believe lighter is 4 seconds now. I think that was... I get it. Okay. Okay. Takes a whole second off its cooldown, which I love. This obviously scales so much better, and this scales so much better to the point that I want to do that. But, it's gotta be the Sea Dogs. It's gotta be the Sea Dogs, especially now that it's freezing. It goes off as quick as possible, and then we're just immediately freezing and slowing all their items. Yeah, that's a big deal. I don't know. It's a tough call there. He has big ego. What? Is this Magnus Femur? That's a great axe. Oh, and that's a Femur. Bro. He doesn't have that many items, which means I can freeze, hopefully a lot of them, enough that I can get my items off and kill. With him having lifesteal, I think I might be a little screwed here, because I don't have any way to heal, and I can't scale enough to kill him outright that quickly. At least I don't think I can, but I can. I can't, because of the freezing. Literally because of the freezing and slowing. Oh my god. I've become that scumbag, and it was just bestowed upon me with a random upgrade, so I'm not gonna even be sorry about it. Okay, I didn't go out of my way to start freezing. Freezing went out of its way to start me. Again, I really need to look for item upgrades, but at the same time, our level maxing has been amazing for us. Honestly, sure. The more ammo I have in this thing, the more it multicasts. So 2 more ammo there is just that much more hasting, that much more scaling. And that's more XP. Does it not feel like it's weighted? This supply crate skill feels like it's weighted to give you vials of blood more than anything else. Do you take no damage for the first 8 seconds? This is actually like such a cool item. And that's the first time I've actually seen it. I have not seen that item until right now. I'll level regardless, and I really want Lord of the Waste skill. If we can get it for Budding Winds, would be great for us. I've also only seen one board of somebody using that glider, and it wasn't even when I was playing. I was watching my friend play a run, and we're just sitting there, and we're like, what the? Look, it's the glider. It does exist. It's just so funny, because it's like, no one's using it, and it has definite, like, use. I understand it. You know, you're sitting there, I have a boulder. Oh, well, it takes so long to go off. Well, at least I could sit here for 8 seconds with my glider and not take damage. Sure, like, that is kind of cool. But please give me Cauterizing Blade. Oh my god, let's frickin' go! Okay, scaling at 24 now. 20 and 4, respectively, I should say. We get that for Recon. It's a little late for that, though, and I don't really want to waste any of the money that I have. And of course, we're level 13, so we can level up something else. Which, we're just gonna do Sea Dogs. Like, again, we put this to Diamond. It's out of the loot pool now. We can exclusively focus on the rest of our weapons and whatnot, because dive weights is all the way up too. And this is a 4.7 cooldown now, so that's a pretty quick start for us.
Everyone here is huge. It's terrifying.
Yeah. Everyone here is huge. You want to see something huge? I'll squip it out real quick. Excuse me. I'll take that. We have 2 more fights. At the very least, we can get 1 extra XP out of it. And to the degree that we have been XP maxing this run, I think that's pretty darn good. If I had a logging poster this entire time, man, the amount of XP I would have. Yes, iron sharpens iron, plus 32. Okay, I see what he's doing. This could definitely beat us up. I mean, we don't have any defense, so as he gets scaling with that Julian... What am I saying? I have, like, basically full lockdown. Actually, no, wait, he's coming back. Wait, no, there's my... Oh, wait, hold on.
Bring her about! I've got another cell.
No, this freezes are pretty good, actually. I think I've decided it now. Look at this, 715 on this thing. 715, 127 burn, because it just scales pretty crazy once you get it to gold. But I will say, definitely on this item, be wary that silver and like below, it's not the craziest thing in the world. Let's just check this guy out. Maybe he has something. I don't think anything we have counts as a crit item, so I'm not even gonna roll. New vendor. I'm sure you've seen him. He's only on Vanessa and
can teach you.
Dooley, I think. Vanessa and Dooley are the only ones that have access to him. Okay. Let's be honest, you guys aren't coming in at 33. I mean, there's no reason to check this out. Like, literally no reason. There's really no reason to spend on this either. Like, sure, I'll take 5 damage. Everything I have in terms of weapons, except for Zorkid, is there to scale. So I don't care about getting much of that raw damage on them, when instead I'd rather just go into a fight and scale their damage up and save my money for regular upgrades that I can find. It's crazy that Mantis Shrimp is still only silver. He's still contributing quite a bit. But we crit too? Oh, man. Because what's our crit chance up to? 27%? Yeah, I guess it's nothing too crazy. Static acceleration still only at silver. Alright, no foreboding winds. Magic Carpet did get nerfed as well. Freeze skills, honestly, I gotta look. As much as I want diamond skills. Shatter? When you freeze, your weapons gain 20 damage for the fight? Yeah, let's do that. Oh my god. That's just... Yeah. My god. Alright, that's gonna be some amazing scaling. Not really many non-weapons I need upgraded, so let's just take the health, especially going to our last fight here. Hopefully, our last fight. Knock on wood. And I will look for skills, honestly, because skills is like the thing that could really tie this all together. Oh, supply crate, that's a great one right now. Now we should probably go with that. Not taking any of those is kind of bold, but I'm like, oh my god, I can't get there. Oh my god, could you imagine if I could get there? I can sell this, but I go to a ×4. Dude. Use an item. I'm gonna say no to that. Oh, we'll take that for now. That would have been the icing on my cake. I'm 2 levels ahead of this guy, which is because we've been doing so well at XP maxing. So I'm just crossing my cheeks that we can get in here and this elemental depth charge along 11.2 seconds. Oh, that's an annoying iceberg. Luckily, here's the thing. Our weapons, well, freeze is annoying. It's only 0.5 seconds. Ours freezes for a full second and freezes ×5. And our weapons are about big hits, like right there. The Mantis Shrimp just crit. Oh, that crit! 2,000 crit immediately puts a 302 burn on. That's the thing. Freeze can't really counter you as much if you're not going off a bunch. And when a multicast item like this or this goes off, it does all of its casts. It just needs to go off, and all 5 of those are going to go through even if it's frozen. 3287. Yeah, Soulclaw only got to go once there. But you can see Cauterizing Blade can do some work. I mean, wow. Icy Sea Dogs is hilarious. Okay. Well, that was a nice 10. Couldn't quite get it perfect, but I'm not complaining. I mean, that was just beautiful. Actually getting Icy Enchant, which, again, I never see, was just beautiful. Combine that with the perfect amount of haste coming out of the dive weights and putting a jellyfish right in between these two. Like, Jellyfish is just doing so much extra haste because of both of these items. Going straight into the haste quest from the Cauterizing Blade, just getting this thing juiced up, and then last second getting something like Shatter. It was just glorious. Like, these 3 items, perfect for that. Just big boom. And I'm not talking the Costco, guys. That's awesome. Yeah, ranked up. Okay. At 2. I will open these chests for you guys real quick if you want to stick aroundingtons. See what we got here. I only have 3. It's because I keep one of each chest from each season. In case you're ever like, oh, you have so many chests, you want to open 3? Yeah. That's all I have, pal. Pepper spray? I'm not the biggest pig player, but I think he's cool. Maybe at some point. And then we get Okay, I kind of like that. I like when I get the reagents for Mac, because I do love Mac, even though he is utterly terrible in most aspects right now, unless you're abusing the Magnus's Femur build. There's a few other niche builds he has that can be kind of good, but he definitely needs some more love. And then that's the third Shark Claws I've gotten this season. But either way, that was a really fun run. I really wanted to get a nice cauterizing blade build for you guys and do a video, so I'm really happy I was able to do that. If you did enjoy, you want to leave a like or especially subscribe so you can get these videos delivered to your inbox every single day. I would very much so appreciate that. If you want to talk to me, you can always go ahead and join my Discord server, linked in the description below. And if you want to help me any further, you can go ahead and join the channel membership or check out my advanced GG link in the description where you get 10% off your order if you just click that link or use code Roger10 at checkout. But that is going to do it for me today, so as always, have a great day.